So last night, I'm not gonna lie, I was super trolled. I seen a little spoiler flying around of the last page and whatnot of the mink woman or whatever, that fucking rabbity, I don't know what the hell that was, with Nami's clothing on. So I'm there thinking until the chapter drops, this is gonna be insane. Did Nami just get a Zoan devil fruit or something? I'm going crazy. I'm like, ooh, this is gonna be hype. And in this chapter, Oda's like, nah, man, nah, you got trolled, bro. Well, not Oda, but you get what I mean. So as I expected, this is par for the course with Oda at this particular point. Whenever we leave off with a crazy chapter, the following chapter after he takes that break is usually not anything too spectacular. I mean, for the most part, you find out it's some weird raving monkey that fell down. And Kinemo and Kanjuro, if you notice, Oda always makes sure to do something to separate them, because there's definitely going to be something there. And I honestly wouldn't be surprised if there's some sort of treachery or betrayal, because it just seems very shady and suspicious the way everything constantly happens with them. Like, they always get separated, and granted, it could have just been, you know, the monkey fell down and fucked them over or whatever, but there's something there that Oda constantly separates them and has them in the cut, and then they come back a little bit later, because I think that they're up to something. And whatever the case may be, I can't wait to see, hopefully, them get their asses kicked if they are bad, or they're up to, you know, trying to fuck over the Straw Hats. And a decent amount of the chapter, I ain't gonna lie, I was like, yo, I don't want to see this dragon slugging his way over there. And is it just me? And I know Robin has been kind of morbid for the most part for a while, and, you know, she has a little bit of a weird character, but what the fuck was up with Robin in this chapter? I mean, crying over an ink dragon and saying it looked like a body with knives in it when the monkey was falling down. I was like, I was confused at first, like, yo, did it actually look like that? I went back and I was like, no, it kind of looked like a monkey. And yeah, Robin was a bit strange in this chapter. I don't know, again, if it's just that I never really paid that much attention to the fact that she's actually a complete weirdo, or what the fuck is up, but like, between the dead body with knives in it and then crying over an ink dragon, yeah, Robin, you got a little bit of issues. Still love you though, girl. And I know it was very minuscule or whatever, but when Zoro and Law were walking together saying, oh gosh, like, who gives a crap about that whole ink dragon thing, that was a classic moment, because Zoro and Law are both epic ass characters, and seeing them together just walking away on some I don't give a fuck shit was awesome to me. Call it a fanboy moment. And you can definitely see that if at the very least it's not the other Straw Hats, which more than likely it is at this point, because you saw that one mink woman or whatever with Nami's clothing, something big has happened there already, because the gates were busted open. So either it was Sanji and them, or the people chasing Sanji and them, something happened to obviously bust those gates open, or there's another threat there altogether. But based on the way the chapter was, when they were saying that there's other invaders on Whale side, I think they said, or whatnot, they're probably referring to the other half of the Straw Hats, which would finally be good to get them reunited and get them back into the story, because it's been a while. And with Luffy being separated, there's definitely going to be a little adventure there. Oda setting things up already. And this chapter, for the most part, I'm not going to lie, it was definitely like a standard average setup chapter. A couple of mysteries there. Kanjuro and Kinemon being very mysterious and shady as always. The ending with that woman in Nami's clothes, or that whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't know if it was they ate the human fruit, these minks or whatever, or that particular mink, but definitely had me a little bit curious there. But aside from that, honestly, this was just a standard average setup chapter with some tiny little cool bits here or there. I mean, seriously though, like, we were watching a dragon, an ink dragon at that, just slugging his way up for like a good chunk of the chapter, and then Robin cried about it. Like, yeah, not the biggest progression in a sense. Although I do gotta comment that I love how Oda put so much detail into the backgrounds and the scenery of this. So like, when it comes to the anime, even though sometimes the anime doesn't live up to expectations, at the very least they have something really cool to go on. So to be honest with you, anywhere from a 5 to a 6 for this chapter, maybe 5.5. Very average, but still setting things up. And yeah, what the fuck is going on with that woman in Nami's clothes? Like, that means Nami is running around this elephant's body butt-ass naked? I want to see that. And your overall thoughts of the chapter, what do you think about everything, some of the mysteries? Do you think that Kanjuro and Kinemon are really going to do something fucked up? And is it the other Straw Hats that are invading, or something entirely different? Who was it that busted down those gates? A couple of little mysteries there, but again, for the most part, standard average. So that's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say, or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, if you could do so as well, that'd be amazing. I'm Finub World, and as always, people, have an awesome day.